All right, nice, quick little break. Okay, let's do a quick camp because everybody's bitching about being tired. Check this out. Nice. Okay. Divine, I don't really need to rank up that bad right now. So we'll just keep going. Let's throw him on another curse for now. Go this way. I want to check out these two spots. What is this place?
Come here, back. Knock, more runner.
I hate how you can't try to... Oh, good God. Hell no. Let's... When is this? Load. I'm gonna do it. That was brutal. Let's try doing this a little more careful.
Just letting the ink dry.
Yes.
Like, we'll make sure we use that.
Shall we move? We shall move. Go. Holding that fight back. Best kind of fight.
Hey, running.
Kiwi, lemon, kiwi, apple, cherry, guava, agave, banana, kiwi, lime, melon.
Now I want kiwis! Damn it! I have to go grocery shopping next week. Maybe I'll see if I can find if the source got any. I love kiwis. They're so tasty. Hang on, I want to check something super quick. Hang on. All right, guys. You're not a fan of the texture? I am so close to payout. If we hit payout by the end of this month, I'm going to make sure that Mux shows up on stream for at least a little bit. So if we hit payout to help with my Christmas visit, i.e. if we hit it by the end of this month, so I get it for December, I will make sure Mux shows up on stream. Even if it's just like an hour or two mini thing, we'll do it. You're not a fan? I'm a very textural eater as well, though, actually, running. Like, I can't eat, stream him smoking meat. No, actually, he just recently got his computer with a 3070 and a VR headset. So we'd probably do some, like, fun couch co-op, possibly with some VR mixed in there. Maybe some community games. Something super chill where the main focus is just for us to sit and chat and talk to you guys and answers any... That's cool and all, but you're trying to see his meat. You mean mates. I would poke fun, but he's not here right now to defend himself, so... He's gonna be pretty busy today, so I've essentially just opted him into something that he has absolutely no idea. I've committed him to something that he is not here to agree against. So, take that for what you will. But we're about $12 off from payout right now, so. And payout would essentially pay for my gas to get down there, so. Oh, I forgot to, can I see? Adamantite. Somebody has adamantite. He's immune to all spells. Well, that's okay. So we're gonna have to go summons. I think Knock Knock has adamantite. Yeah. Or adamantine.
I grant you death.
I'm gonna switch to Kalika. Okay, we don't want to do this one because it's not going to do any good. Oh, I can't do a... Okay. Let's do this. Can't remember if I gave her anything. Just trying to see if anything here. I don't think so, really. Maybe. I'll just leave it.
Cannot hide from me.
Bringing the summons in. The healing burst, I think, is going to be really beneficial. She doesn't really have too much else, though, is the problem.
Tear them apart!
Good God! No, my mammoth died. We can't have the mammoth die. Okay, we'll come back here because... Nope, nope. Okay, so that did stay, so I can at least see what that spell was. The ability doesn't even have a name? What the hell? There isn't even a name to the ability so that I can look it up to see what it does. Or how to potentially evade it. Yeah, that's kind of bullshit. That's kind of really bullshit. Sleep well, my queen, rest in your endless sleep, and let us betrayers have dreams in your stead.
Time becomes distance.
so this one is mission 1. That's good. Hopefully we can get some progression.
What's that?
Did it without breaking it.
No, I cannot get up there. Okay.
I grant you death.
Bye-bye, Bard. Now we'll go back to fire one. Wait, I was already on the fire. Oh, cause fuck. I forgot. I have to switch her back again, but that's okay. There we go.
Tear them apart!
Taste my fury.
Serves you
Alchemist
right.
before they throw bombs at me or some shit. I suppose, anyways.
Knock Knock used to lighting enemies on fire first.
Cannot hide from me.
Nice. Yeah, he's not getting back up.
This is going to hurt.
Quick, quick! Else we miss all the fun!
Go. It's quick.
There we go. Started off with a fireball.
Nowhere to run.
Be easier if you not fight back.
Burn.
It's ridiculous that it's starting to get down to single digits outside, and I still have to have my windows wide open just so my apartment doesn't get too hot. Like, that's insane. This is what I have to put up with. And I don't mean like a little bit, like they're still open almost all the way.
They go down!
You deserved it.
I aim true.
Come here, Bax. Knock Knock stabs you.
I like it when they explode.
Flames take you.
So many thoughts. So little time. Step, step, step. Shall we move? We shall move!
More fireballs!
Enjoy your final moment.
Oh, that was a perfect fireball right in the middle. Oops, that's not what I intended to do, though.
I grant you death.
Taste my fury.
Which knife to use?
Cannot hide from me.
I like when they make the women make men sounds.
This is going to hurt.
Like, the idea behind this game is a lot of fun, but I feel like there's a lot of things that the devs just, like, kind of missed.
Any last wishes?
Knock-knock used to lighting enemies on fire first.
Nowhere to run.
Burn. Bring it.
There we go. Oh, I should have gone after that one. I give! Please don't kill me! I'm not interested in dying for Irovetti. Let the dirty creep get someone from his fancy thieves guild in here. See how they like this job. Or the way he gets handsy. The bandit wipes blood from her lips with the back of her hand. I have no grudge against you. Irovetti just didn't give me a choice. She fought bravely and with great skill. Maybe we shouldn't end her. If she attacks us again, then we'll have another good fight. And if not, all the better. We'll have a strong ally. Who are you? My name's Elora Nusky, chief of the River Razors, or what's left of us. Between you and Irovetti, the scoundrel found us, pinned us down, and gave us a choice. He could kill us all, or we could take our chances fighting your kingdom. We did what he said, of course. It at least gave us a chance to survive. What was your role in the camp? The usual. Gathered information from scouts, planned out attacks, recruited and trained new members. But fighting a war is way different than day-to-day banditry along a river or highway. Our gang dwindled by the day. Irovetti just wanted to throw us into this bloodbath so we could damage you as much as possible before dying. Did he philander with you? To put it mildly, he hounded me like he had a swarm of wasps in his pants. Last time I was in Patax, he'd gone crazy. I was just walking down a palace hallway when I met him, and he was holding the strange wooden sword. I have no idea where he got it from, but he's manic about it now. When he got close, he touched me with the sword, I think by accident, but he turned immediately and tried to pin me against the wall. I pushed him away and was ready to knock him one, but I stopped myself. He could have had me killed for that. Since getting with that wooden stick, it's like he's completely lost his mind. So, he's found an ancient wooden dildo that's made him crazy? I know they said sword, but they're definitely hinting otherwise. You're not from the Thieves Guild. No, we have our own gang, and as good as any. Well, had. Irovetti promised the guild exclusive rights to all the orders in Patax. Not that his word was worth anything. I'll do this. I'll spare your life, but don't expect such leniency next time. I don't want to kill her. You have a good soul and you fight like a wolf. I'm glad Irovetti will have more trouble to deal with. Maybe we'll meet again.
What's in wait for me there, I wonder?
Me see, me keep.
Trail me.
Okay, come back over here. Yeah, there's more camp over there. That's probably what I gotta clear out still.
Let's finish them quick.
It's like, if she was their leader, why wouldn't she just say,
I aim
guys,
true.
we're done here?
Be easier if you not fight back.
This is where I step in.
Flames take you.
I need to throw a fireball, I think. There we go. That's more like it. What? I clicked! Oh my god. I fucking hate the controls in this game sometimes. I clicked on him again and he didn't move. I don't know what the hell is going on.
Backs, knock knock stab you.
Serves you right.
You should take a look.
Let's say there's somebody over there. Get rid of this.
I did it. I did.
You deserved it.
Taste my fury.
There we go.
Let's shake a leg.
Go.
Wait, don't attack. I just work here. I wish you no harm. I already threw a fireball at you. Knock knock's ears perk up. And he readies his weapon. Others come! Hear steps! The woman's expression suddenly shifts. Couldn't have chatted a few more minutes, you devil. Alright, fellows, out of the bushes. We'll fight in the open.
Unto your flesh.
This is going to hurt. Go.
Fireball. There we go.
Cannot hide from me. No strike wasted.
They go down.
Stop throwing bombs at me.
Which knife to use? Yeah.
Burn.
There we go.
Any last wishes?
There we go. That's more like it.
Nowhere to run. Left yourself exposed.
There we go. All done. Okay. Oh. Sure. I'm gonna have to go somewhere and sell stuff, but maybe we'll meet the dude again. Okay, let's camp, because some people are not feeling so hot.
I should have guessed that this unbearable minion, Trebrescent, would be chief among Aravetti's bards. I remember being sickened by his verses even back at the academy.
I thought his kind would be scared, wouldn't want to die, would betray his master and beg to join us. But he fought until the end.
At least we're getting some progress. I'll take it.
My life is a burden.
Oh, we got kingdom stuff. We'll check that out really quick. Two for Jubilost. 3 for a bunch of them. I think I still have to figure out where the... Figure out where the monsters are coming from.
Resting would be nice, don't you think?
We'll go back that way once we get kind of over here. Aha! There we go.
The road calls me. I'll take the bait.
Go.
Flames take.
Knock knock used to lighting enemies on fire first.
True.
Can I do a charge? Yes, I can. Good. Yes, we tripped him. Have they been given Wolverine claws? I think they've been given Wolverine claws.
This is where I step in.
One is almost down. Which one is it? This one.
Taste my fury.
Be easier if you not fight back.
I grant you death.
And say they've all been hit with fire, so. Tip over! Yes. Floof, go squish.
Step, step, step.
Come up here. Uh-oh. Oh, I didn't throw a fireball first.
Come here, Bax. Knock knock stab you.
Cannot hide from me. Strike wasted.
This is going to hurt.
Serves you right.
And I can do a fireball. Now we fireball.
Bring it.
There we go. Hey, Tachil, making me burn? Let's do it. Let's do it.
Good.
I need to start figuring out after the fight. Okay, we'll do it after the fight. I need to figure out some core stuff to do, but I'm kind of waiting for my follow-up first. Because I don't want to risk
Nowhere to run.
making
Aim true.
everything worse.
Burn.
It's like I've got osteo at my age. I have osteoarthritis at least 3 points in my spine right now, which is not normal. Plus, like, my spine is essentially like your spines are supposed to be like this, right? I can't remember if it's forward or back, but like one of mine is like more like this. Like one of mine is like more like this rather than like this. It's more shifted. Not by like probably not even by this much. It's probably like by a little bit, but. And then I also have what they called foraminal narrowing, which is probably, it's not causing the numbness in my leg, but it's probably causing why sometimes my legs like get tired faster than they should. And apparently, if it gets severe enough, it can actually lead to paralysis. So I'm suspecting a lot of that's added to my, because of my weight. So obviously increasing my core strength is going to be a huge benefit. But I need to make sure that in particular I don't make the arthritis or the enterolithis? Enterolithis. It's something like that. Worse. Because those... those aren't going to be great. Oh, my nurse has already said that they want me to get it to do physio. I just have to look into my insurance to see how much it costs and everything because anterior is the front side. Yeah, so I think it's sliding front. So I think I looked that up and it means it's sliding front and it's the two vertebrae that are right above your tailbone. I think. Like it's the L4 and the L5. So all right. I found though that sitting at work helps a lot with my back, so I've started sitting instead of standing. I used to just stand because I was like, well, if I gotta be here, I might as well get more exercise from it. But I don't think I stand evenly, so I think that's making it worse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So what you're saying to chill is if I ever head over that way, I get a free massage. I used to know all of the names and everything. It has been so long since I've done that detailed of biology stuff, you know? I used to actually know every single bone in the body and where it was. Because we used to have to, I used to be able to tell the difference between the different vertebrae just by sight. You've done a lot of friends and family free shiatsu, so yeah. Oh, okay. I'll keep it in mind. But no, actually what I used to do back when I was in university, whenever I would make turkey, because I boil the bones down to get the broth. After I would do that, I would actually save all the bones and I would use it to study. And I would essentially put the turkey back together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Well, we had to do it with a fake cat skeleton for one of my lab exams. And you know, birds and mammals are quite different, but the basics of the skeletal structure are still there, right? It's been a while though. I used to actually have to know all the different bones in the head too, like in a skull. So I used to have to know all the different bones in the head as well. I remember that and the spine being the more, some of the more difficult. Like, and I still remember some of my little tricks. Like, the tibia has, I don't remember exactly where, but the tibia has a point on it because I remember teaching myself it's pointy. Tibia is pointy like a tooth. That's why it starts with a T. The fibula is flimsy. It's supposed to start with the F. No. Something like that. Fuck, now I can't remember. Something is F. Yeah, fibula. Fibula is flimsy. The fibula is flimsy. The femur is obviously just the big ass one in your upper leg. No, is it in your leg? It has been so freaking long. Yeah, the leg. The arm is bones of the arm. Huh? It has been so long. Oh, the radius and the ulna. The radius and the ulna. Yes, the radius and the ulna. Yeah, no, it's been a while. So I'm actually, honestly, I'm impressed that I've remembered that much. Ulnar is a funny bone. And then it's, parietal. Can't remember this one. Is it just frontal? It might have just been frontal. Yeah, parietal, frontal, the maxilla. It's been a while. It has been a while. I kind of miss it, to be honest. Yeah, mandible, maxilla, frontal, parietal, temporal. It's been a while. It's been a while. It's real interesting. One of the things that I want to do when I can stream full time is I want to kind of start doing some streams that'll kind of get back into some of that a little bit.
Time
Probably not so much the stuff like that, but like especially the ecology stuff. I would love to do streams where I just go out for hikes in like the random ass forest, and we kind of just, it's like just kind of supposed to be like a chill meditative thing, but where, you know, we'll talk about kind of whatever we see around us, you know. I'll try to educate people and myself about things, and just kind of talk about why some of that stuff is like so important, even if people don't realize it. I don't know. I do really miss school and the stuff that happened there.
Step, step, step.
Oh, what the fuck is this? You troll snout, stay inside the circle. What does he care if he loses a few toes, though? He'll grow new ones. Yeah, stand as he want, no worries. Oh. How many times must I say, don't bother me when I... The wizard turns to you and cries out in surprise. It's none other than Nerd Zottenruppel, the prank-loving participant at the inconsequent debates. Ah, here you are, Kitty. I've been waiting for you for some time. Irovetti was afraid you would find us immediately, but he obviously overestimated your abilities. Oh, a familiar face! Where are your frog brothers? Are they going to jump out from around the corner? It's time to pay. Prepare to die. Praise Callistra! I was looking at you, pouting your lips in righteous indignation, and feared you would lecture me like your classic paladin. Guards to me! And release the wyverns! Sure. Now, I always loved the hands-on stuff and stuff like that.
Knock used to lighting
I
enemies
aced
on fire
even
first.
what were often considered murder labs. Like, there was a class that it was notorious that almost nobody, like, would get over a 60. Like, and I got, like, I think a 90 in the, in the lab portion of it.
I grant you death. Just exposed.
You got into it because you were into Eastern martial arts and was getting shiatsu therapy for flexibility? Nice. And the theory is the same theory used in Tai Chi. Okay. I was just always into biology.
Any last wishes?
More or less been studying it since I was like 6. So. When I was trying to decide what to go back to school for, it just seemed like the natural choice.
easier if you not fight back.
Taste my fury.
Like, even more complicated portions of it, like I was really, really into, like, dinosaurs and paleontology when I was a kid, that I actually knew stuff that a lot of my teachers didn't. Your niece is about to go into marine biology? Nice!
Cannot hide from me.
Yeah, I did, my degree was in wildlife biology, so it focused, like, there was, like, a bunch of stuff about animals and stuff like that, but it also focused a lot on ecology and ecological systems.
This is where
Which
I
was
sit
actually pretty cool.
They go down!
Come here, Bax. Not stab you.
Something kind of needed these days. Yeah. And I mean, I would love to get, like, I would love to get into conservation or habitat remediation or something like that. But
Which knife to use?
the problem is that one reason why I haven't done it right now is because a lot of the entry-level jobs are seasonal and, like, seasonal, temporary, and or part-time, which when you live on your own, you can't really do. So one of the options, once I'm down in the States, is to try to get into that into some kind of aspect. Whether it's volunteering, whether it's getting like a part-time or doing seasonal work, or even just, you know, like streaming and trying to teach people about it, you know, through like IRL and hiking streams and stuff. There's someone else you knew who mentioned going into ecology and conservation, and they were put off by the amount of corruption taking place. Well, and that's kind of the other thing too, is granted, like, I don't keep up on too much of that, so I don't know a lot about it, but I do know that it happens. It's like, yeah, I've heard about stuff like that. That's why I almost feel like it almost would be better just to do hiking streams where I talk about it with people. Because the whole thing is that, you know, doing the studies and doing the remediation and doing the other conservation parts and all of that, they only matter if people care about it, you know? None of it matters if nobody cares in the end. You know, reclaiming, say, an old dump and turning it into a park, like a naturalized park. Sure, that's awesome. But in the long run, it doesn't matter if the people using that park don't care about why it was done. If they're just gonna go back and litter, if they're gonna go back and say, well, why are we putting green space when we need houses? Why are we, you know, things like wetlands. Wetlands are insanely important, and a lot of people don't realize that. So it's like, you know, like, oh, well, you know, they're trying to build this here. Why not let them? It's like, because wetlands are the reason that we have clean water, the reason we have anything. Oh, but they're like riddled with bugs and they smell and they're wet and they're damp and yeah, but they are that way for a reason.
Beginning of the hunt.
Their ecology is extremely important. So, I don't know, that's just kind of something that I feel like would be pretty cool to do. No, no, no. Fuck's sakes. Hate the controls in this so much.
Enemies on fire first.
So, I mean, that is one plan that we have for after my move, is that I'm going to try and start doing the hiking streams that I initially wanted to do. You had the COP marches yesterday, and you basically were saying to your partner, it comes down to the carbon cycle. We need less people and more trees. Exactly. Actually, that's one reason. So, I don't know if people realize this, but... Okay, and I might be pulling this out of my ass, but it makes sense. So, disclaimer. I might be pulling this out of my ass, but I'm going to tell you why I think it makes sense. But like places like wetlands and bogs and marshes and like thick old forests, one reason why they're so important is because you get these areas within them that become anaerobic. So all of the stuff under the water, it's all anaerobic. The only way carbon is taken out of the atmosphere is photosynthesis. That is true. But trees can still breathe and create carbon dioxide. But on top of that, when their leaves are decomposed, that carbon is released back into the atmosphere. One reason why places like marshes, deep forests, where you get like really thick layers, bogs, places like that end up with anaerobic life cycles, is you don't have that carbon then being converted back into carbon dioxide. It literally just sits there. So like all of that leaf litter that falls to the bottom of the marsh, that's not going anywhere. Yes, bacteria might break it down into smaller pieces, and plants and animals might break it down into smaller pieces. The fish will eat stuff, which will poop, and all of that kind of stuff. But it's all going to be anaerobic. Or the majority of it's going to be anaerobic, which means that it's going to continue to just keep sinking down and down and down and down and down. And that's when it eventually gets converted into things like coal and oil and stone and all of that. And I mean, a lot of people don't think of that. Trees and forests overall, they're a net remover as more carbon is taken out than released back. But it sounds like wetlands are more efficient. Yes, I do know, like, forests and jungles, they are net removers. And like I said, the whole wetland thing, largely being pulled out of my ass. Like, I don't want to come off, like, I don't want somebody who's actually into, like, ecology and has taken it far more recently than me to come in here and saying, like, well, actually, because it's like, I'm just remembering the bits and pieces that I remember and trying to, you know, put 2 and 2 and 5 together to make whatever that adds up to. I don't do math. If there's an ecologist watching, add to our knowledge. Exactly. Other than me. I'm a vastly out of practice ecologist. I still have all my textbooks.
Burn.
But yeah, it's stuff like that where it doesn't properly decompose the way that we think. That really, like, sucks out the... That I think at least really sucks out the carbon. No, the big thing right now that I know a lot of people don't realize is everybody is... It's been happening for like 10, 15 years. But it's the people freaking out about like the oceans. Oh, don't even get me started on that, Tachio. I did, I had a class where we actually looked at the effect of farming on the ecology. And I'm pretty sure that our research showed that you would actually need way more surface area to have everybody living off of, like, you would need just as much, if not more, surface area to have the entire world living off solely plants as you would having a mixed diet. Not only that, but some plants are very, very good. Some plants just, like, suck all the nutrients out of the ground. And if you don't have animals to then cycle into those fields, then you're going to end up with, like, dead land. Like, I'm not saying that things can't be done better. I know that they can. But there's no quick solution to a lot of this. Like, one thing I was gonna say, one thing that I know has come up in the last 10, 15 years is the oceans.
Serves you
And, you know, a lot of people are like, oh, so the oceans rose by 0.001% or 0.001 degrees Celsius. What's the big deal with that? Oh, so the pH is 0.000001 higher than it was, you know, 100 years ago. What's the big deal with that? And what a lot of people don't realize is that ocean ecosystems are not only very fragile to things like temperature and pH. I did one of my developmental biology classes. We took sea urchin embryos, or we looked at I can't remember if we did this ourselves or if we looked at a study, but essentially, we looked at sea urchin embryos, and you raise the pH by like a fraction of a percent, and just all of a sudden they're not developing properly. You raise or lower the temperature by the same, and all of a sudden things aren't developing properly. The Gulf Stream affects us and is very sensitive to small changes. Yes, so people don't realize this, but things like the Gulf Stream and like all of those ocean, like, and all of the ocean currents, the ways that they work, like, it's not like the circling of the earth and the fish moving and the location of the continents just naturally creates a current. That's not the way it works. The way that it works is that you have areas in the ocean that are hotter or colder than others. And so, for example, up in the north, the water gets way colder and it sinks. This sinking pulls warmer water in from somewhere else, and then the colder water gets pulled over to where the warmer water is underneath. More or less. I'm dumbing it down greatly. Gets pulled to where the warmer water is underneath, where it then warms up and rises. And so then you get like this cyclical circle going like this. Now, what happens when the Arctic oceans raise temperature by 1 or 2 degrees? All of a sudden, those currents start sinking less until they just stop sinking until they stop sinking entirely. And then you kill the ocean currents. And what this does is, one, that's how you also get air currents, is salt concentration, pH, all sorts of stuff like that. So, like, that's going to obviously, the temperature of the water is going to affect the temperature of the air and vice versa. But what a lot of people don't realize about this as well is that those ocean currents, they are very important for bringing nutrients up and down in the water column as well. So if you kill those ocean currents, those cold ocean currents that are potentially bringing nutrients from deeper in the water up closer to the equator, where they are feeding like shrimp blooms and anchovy blooms and all of that, all of a sudden, you're not going to see those species breeding as much there. If you don't have the algae and the plankton growing there, you don't have the shrimp and the fish. If you don't have the shrimp and the fish, you don't have the bigger fish. If you don't have the bigger fish, you don't have the whales and the birds and the sea lions. Like, it's all tied together. If you don't have the whales and the sea lions and the birds, then you don't have potentially the birds nesting on land. You don't have the birds nesting on land. You don't have them laying eggs. You don't have them laying eggs. You don't have the mongooses and the whatevers, like the foxes getting there. Like, it's, people don't think always about how everything connects.
True.
So it only requires small differences in temperatures for those currents to change. Yeah. No, that's why I was saying, like, you know, you see the articles where people are like, oh, why are we freaking out? The ocean, oh, so the ocean rose 0.01% or 0.01 degrees Celsius. What's the big deal? And it's like, that what 0.01 degrees Celsius could potentially completely eliminate some ecosystems. So, but yeah, these are just some ideas about what you might hear when I can eventually do my hiking streams. But I'm always welcome to talk about it.
Flames take you.
But yeah, a lot of people don't think about it.
You deserved it.
Regarding hiking streams, you've seen walk around Tokyo streams, travel and explore streams are getting more popular. Like, I have this little guy. I can potentially do it. The only problem is that my phone is like near capacity. It doesn't have a lot of storage space, which means that I need to look into, now the plan is to hopefully get me a new phone, but we're probably going to do it when I'm down in the States. It may not wait till I move there, maybe sooner. If it is, then I will see if I can maybe do some hiking streams. Maybe I can even do like 1 or 2 of my hikes at lunch or something. But, like, the goal's been to do it for a while. It's just trying to figure out how, as well as... again, just having the phone space. That's the big problem, is the phone requirements.
Come here, Bax. Not that stab you.
Taste my fury.
Like, mine would be rough trail hiking. I live in a city. I might live in a city, but I am not a city person. Speaking of, so yesterday I stopped to get cat food after going to my sister's, and outside of the pet store, this guy comes up to me and he's like, yo, you have any change? And I was like, sorry, I don't have any money on me. And he's like, come on, I'm starving. Can I please have some change? And it's like, I don't carry cash. Oh, come on, you gotta have something. Come on, just give me something. I was like, I do not carry money. Like, I don't carry cash. Well, can I have a bill? Like, come on, I'm starving. I'm just trying to get some food. And at this point, I get in my car and lock the door instantly. And he kicks my car. I'm like, you back off? You touch my car again? And I'm calling the cops. Like... I thought of in the after the fact, I should have said, if you're that hungry, I don't have any money, but would you like a handful of cat food? I can give you cat food. I don't like cities. I don't like cities. I have grown up and lived in cities. Like, the furthest I've been is suburbs, like, my entire life. I am so glad that Mux does not want to live in a city. Because I do not want to live in a city the rest of my life. Like, oh. No thanks to City Life. Exactly. Also, Mux, you missed it. I have voluntold you for stuff. Hey, Lander. See, we're in another episode of Interesting People. I don't know, me and Tuchu have got some good discussion going on right now. No, Mux, I voluntold you for stuff.
Bring it!
Redding came in with some bits. And I double-checked how far I am from payout. So I've told them that regardless of the results of that, if we hit payout before the end of November, I will get you on stream for at least an hour. And I only did it because of what we kind of discussed earlier. I figured you're not going to say no. I'm like 12 bucks from payout. So. Does this affect the Alien Isolation stream? If we hit payout, I will get Muxon's camera for at least an hour. And I will do some Alien Isolation VR stream. If we fill that bar, me and Mux will do like at least like a whole half day of couch co-op. But if I hit payout, I will get him on stream for at least an hour. And then we'll do Alien Isolation in VR.
What's in wait for me there, I wonder?
Not tired. Legs weak.
I'm not going to make it out of the tutorial area. I barely made it out of the tutorial area without VR. I'm going to camp. But I will do it, yes. If we hit payout, I will do the Alien Isolation VR. But, hold tight, guys. I'm going to be right back.